Alright, a movie-going experience I had with a very vocal audience. 2017 film Wonder Woman in 2017. So back when the 2017 film Wonder Woman came out, I went and saw it in theaters with another individual. And we were both, I'm going to keep it about myself, because maybe the person doesn't want me to talk about that, because it was a very vocal audience. So we went to a movie theater near the University of California, Berkeley campus. And I was a Ph.D. candidate in geophysics at the University of California, Berkeley at the time. I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, and I'm filming this on Saturday, 1 November 2025, so a number of years later. And we went to this movie, and it was one of the more like populated showtimes, and we got there and we were watching it, and it was a big deal when it was released because it had been like a very female kind of centric production. And Wonder Woman was a big deal, and I had no reference for Wonder Woman. I did not watch Wonder Woman growing up. I was born approximately in 1993, and it just kind of wasn't, like, it was like the comic book stuff where like people talked about it, but I didn't ever watch it, kind of thing, or read it or anything like that. And so I was like, well, here's like an introduction to it. And the theater there was like jabs, like vocal jabs, but there would be like the group up in front yelled something, and then there'd be like a group that would like, uproar over here, and then there would be like the woo, like the overcompensation from the people who actually like liked the film, who were present, being that, kind of like trying to be supportive to compensate for this isn't gonna drag us down because they're gonna boo, or and stuff like that. And I was like, I hadn't ever been in a crowd like that. I mean, like, there's kind of I recently saw Chainsaw Man, the movie, Reze Arca 2025 film, and that one was like, it was a vocal audience, but it was like in tune with the story. Like, it was relevant to the movie, whereas this was like the political commentary to the movie out loud by a bunch of people during the movie. And I was just like, I didn't know what could go wrong at going to the movies in that sense until, I lived it. And so it was a very interesting, I only have one experience like that, where it was like antagonistic at the movie and the people in the movie, when I saw it, and I was like, to be a female PhD candidate in geophysics at the #1 university in the world for geophysics, in the University of California, Berkeley, have a very female-centric film come out with Donald Trump as president, and then have this as the United States of America, and then have this as the movie-going experience. It was like, I think I'm going to start going to movies a little further outside of Berkeley. So, that's how I ended up. was this before The Greatest Showman? I saw that one of the 2017 film that I saw in 2018, and I drove to Dublin, California. Anything but the Berkeley audience, so there was, what was it? The running joke is, they don't call it Berkeley for nothing. So, and this was a very reflective of that movie-going experience.